Everyone, sit up.
Sir.
And again, you know the drill. Let's go start up the meditation. I think since the studio is opening up and our glorious era of online teaching is soon coming to an end, try to imagine yourself. This one is a little bit more fun. Kind of just imagine the best parts of the studio. All your friends here doing kicking out together, sparring again. I doubt we'll get back to normal sparring, but just imagine for a little bit, get some happy thoughts. Your favorite instructors, obviously they're here, right? But just try to reimagine some happy thoughts about the studio, and then we'll get to some real practice. Okay? Awesome. Good. Keep on going with that, and follow my breathing. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Awesome. Okay, everyone, you can open your eyes. Let's get back up. Today is going to be A-OK super duper fun. So let's all stand up, turn around, make sure we're all good. Have your sparks. Practice social distancing right now because at the studio we have these little circle stickers. Practice because when we start up class, you guys are going to have to be very far apart from each other.
Can you guys see them in the camera? The little dots.
Oh, yeah,
Right
they're very hard to see actually.
One
But
there.
yeah, we have stickers on here now.
There.
So just keep in mind when you guys do something in the studio, we will be making sure you guys stay apart, okay? Awesome. So everyone, sit up. And let's start with some jumping jacks, warm our bodies up. 9, 3, set, 9, up, go, get back, up, go, that's it.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Good,
열.
switch your legs, 9, 3, set, 9, go, get back, up, go, that's it.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Good,
열.
and let's go side to side like this. 9, 3, set, 9, go, get back, up, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Relax up, hands together and all the way around the world. Feet nice wide apart. Master is going to come for us.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Good,
열.
go the other direction. 9, 3, set, 9, go, there, out, here, up to daisies we go, and then next side to side like this. 9, 3, set, 9, go, there, out, go forward and back. Master Kenneth.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good, twist your toes a little bit. 9, 3, set, 9, go, there, out, go, and then stretch backwards like this. Body and
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
it's nice to do a lot of stretching. I've been sitting down for the last whole week. Okay, good. And then hands up, legs nice and wide apart. You're gonna go all the way down, touch the ground if you can. And 9, 3, set, 9, go, there, yo, up we go. And then hip rotations like this. Once again.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Go the other direction. 9, 3, set, 9, go, there, yo. Legs nice and wide apart. Push your knees out to the side like this. Once again.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Good.
열.
Upsy daisy we go. Push your right shoulder up, face the left side. 9, 3, set, 넷, 다섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Face the other direction.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good. Nicely done. And awesome. Let's face the left side one more time. Big lunge like this. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Other direction.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good. Turn around again. This time, pull into the ground like this. Big stretch. And body down. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 요. Body up. Grab your back leg. Hopefully everyone can do this. As you kind of.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good. Nice. Face the other direction. Here. Like all the way. And 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Go. Up you go. Grab your leg and pull.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Nicely done. And then down on the ground. Put your feet together, bounce them up and down. And hands up. All the way down. Stretch your body. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Yo, up we go. Legs out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hands up and touch your toes too, as you can.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Good.
열.
Nice. And then grab one leg all the way up, and then let's go rotate your ankle any which way. Just don't rip your foot off. Go, and then leg all the way up to your chest. Again.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
And then let's grab the other leg. And same thing. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Yo, grab.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good. Almost done here. Last little thing, sitting splits, and we're gonna get into a little bit of conditioning. I won't play it too tough for you guys, since some of you decided about this, and we'll be having it soon. So,
Tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
yes, today's Friday, isn't it?
It is.
It feels like a Monday sometimes. You know, this whole thing has curved our whole sense of time. Let's go to the right side like this, all the way down. That's okay.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Good. Face the other direction. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Yo, and all the way down in front. Try to get your shoulders down. This one's really hard for me because of my injuries too. And 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Yo. Nicely done. Good. Punch your knees up and down. Make sure you're nice and relaxed. Let's go up. And we're gonna do a little bit of conditioning today. Plus some burpees. Because I know Master Ken doesn't like me, but it's too easy, he says. Okay, awesome. So everyone, sit up. Oh, I heard you guys. Yes, sir. Kyungman. I'm so excited to hear that back in class, right, sir?
Can't wait.
Okay, first thing we're gonna do, let's go right like that. Final stand to me. Let's just go do some racing kicks all the way up straight. You can start out low, then go up higher, then higher, then higher. Okay? So let's go right leg first, 5 times on each side. Turn. Set. Good. 넷. 다섯. Good. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. And I realized I made the mistake when I counted to 6. So we're gonna do 10 on each leg. 하나. 둘. 셋. Good. 넷. 다섯. 여섯. 끝. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. And yo. Okay. So next one we're gonna do, since we're all slightly warmed up now with your legs, everyone take your legs on the ground like a superhero when he lands. Okay? So keep your your body up, and then now what we're gonna do on my count is you're going to stand up, you can't touch the ground, and do a kick at the same time. So if you watch me, yes, just like that, you're going to knee up and then kick. And when you come down, don't put your foot down or anything, go all the way straight back into the knee position, okay? We're gonna strengthen your legs here, okay, everyone? We're gonna do 10. You guys are, I'll do 5 on each side because I'm gonna be nice today, okay? So Master Kenneth is gonna count the first 5. Ready, go.
하나, 하나, 둘, 하나, 셋, 하나, 넷, 하나, 다섯, 하나.
Perfect. Switch your legs. Not like the opposite superhero. Okay, ready? I'm gonna count now.
하나,
Turn.
하나,
Try to exercise control of your hips. Set.
하나,
Net.
하나,
And 다섯.
하나.
Nicely done. Now we're gonna keep on going with your legs a little bit. On the ground next. So on my count, we're gonna switch from side to side, just like that. Okay? Like a weird frog that doesn't know how to stand. Okay? So I'm gonna count to 10. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and good. Hey, I felt that one a little bit. Very good. Okay, the next one on the legs, not too tiring again here. So everyone, get ready for squats, but each time I say squats, we're going to go down and then up, down and then up. Listen to my commands, okay? We're gonna hold it. And each time we go up, can you count it? Okay, ready? Squat position, everyone. And down. Hold it. Up.
하나,
Down. Up.
둘,
Down. Up.
셋,
Good. Down. Up.
넷,
Down. Up.
다섯,
Down. We're gonna hold it for a little bit longer. Up.
여섯,
Down. And up.
일곱,
Down. You can hold your hands out and squeeze like this. Up.
여덟,
Master makes me do this all the time. Down. And up.
아홉,
Down. Almost there, guys. You can do it. Don't give up, okay? When you guys get really good at this, this is gonna get super easy when you guys get stronger, okay? Ready? Squeeze your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. Ow, that one hurts. Good. Okay, so the rest of the stuff, we're gonna keep it simple. Everyone, get ready for push-ups, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do here, push-ups. I think push-ups are kind of boring. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of different ones today, okay? Because I think a lot of kiddies like it here. We're gonna have some fun. Push up, and I want you guys to say hello to your neighbors. Me and Master Kenneth are gonna say hi to each other. But then when we go here, we say hi to other people. Okay?
sir.
So I'm gonna go left first, Master Kenneth's gonna go forward.
Yes.
Okay, on my count, ready? We're gonna do 10. Oh. Turn. Set. 넷. 다섯. Good. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 아홉. And good. Nice. Good. Okay, last little bit of conditioning here for you guys. I just want to concentrate on your legs, so the rest of the stuff will be easy. On your bums, okay? Good. For these ones, I want you guys to do sit-ups. Easy peasy. We're gonna start off with 20 first. Everyone get ready. And chicha. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna count 10 and that's it. Kind of do it. Count 10. I'm sorry, sir. Ready? Go. Now. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and go. Let's go.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Oh, nicely done, everyone. I think that was good. Go stand up. And a treat for for you guys, since you have belt testing and some people have already done it, no burpees. We're gonna be nice today, okay? Everyone, turn up.
That's it.
Poomsae. 2 minutes, come back, we're gonna do some Poomsae after, okay? Cool.
Hopefully everyone's ready. Today we're gonna do some Poomsae. Alright, so today Justin's gonna go through beginners and Poomsae 1. Sorry, Poomsae 2, I mean. And I'll go through Poomsae number 1 and Poomsae number 3. So let's follow along. Make sure you guys listen carefully to the commands and let's practice Poomsae together. When Justin is ready, roll down the sleeves.
When we do Poomsae, I always roll my sleeves down. Cool. Okay.
Okay, facing the camera first. Straight.
Sit.
Good night. Facing the wall, Poomsae 3. Ready. By my count. Beginners Poomsae. Hana. Do a good low block. Take step forward, punch. Third. Turn around, set. Net. Turn around, do the middle block with the other hand. Hana. Third. Set. Net. Hustle. Make sure your hand goes above your head. Third. Kick and punch. The same hand, same side. Hana. Third. Ha! Hano. Let's make sure we have a good loud key up at the end of your Poomsae. Sure. That's very good. Do it again on your own time. Just a few things to remember when you're doing your hip walk. I'm saying really be sure to above your head. Whenever you do a kick, make sure your hands are tucked into your chest before you do your punch from your belt. Any comments before we begin?
One more thing too, guys. So when you are doing your Poomsae and you kind of forget, oh, how am I gonna turn? Always remember, turn towards the front with your front leg. So you started that way, you turn towards the front. So in most cases, if you're doing the belt test, turn towards the camera, okay? If you're here at the studio, turn towards Master's very nice portrait up on the wall, if you guys remember that, okay? So keep in mind, turn to the front with your front leg.
Okay, facing forward. Turn!
That's it.
Poomsae 준비. Ready. On your own time, beginners Poomsae. 시작! Hano! Sure, relax, very good. Okay, Instructor Justin. What can you do?
Okay, Poomsae 1. One thing I want everyone to remember, moving forward, you use big stance. Moving backward, you use big stance. When you're moving to the sides, that way, you're gonna do walking stance just like Poomsae beginners. Okay? 차렷!
Sir.
기억나? 준비! Poomsae 1, 하나! 둘! 셋! 넷! Okay, from here, move your front leg towards the front, okay? And do the big stance. 하나! Now, when you want to go back, you use your back leg, okay? 둘! 셋! 넷! 다섯! 여섯! 일곱! 여덟! Here, punch. At the same time, you land with your leg, okay? 하나! 둘! 셋! Use your front leg to move towards the back. And 넷!
Ha!
바로 슛! So for those things, when I said you do the kick like this, and you have to punch and land at the same time, that means after you do your kick, your other hands have to get ready as your kick goes down. And then that means you can punch at the same time that your legs goes down, okay? Anything you add, Master Kenneth?
Just make sure when you guys are going from front to side, whenever you're turning around, basically, right? Make sure that your pivoting leg turns with you. For example, when I'm going from this direction, let's say I want to go to the back, right? My back leg has to turn with me. If I leave it facing sideways, that's a groin stretch, just no longer a forward stance. Let's say I'm going from this side around to the other side, right? If I want to do a half turn here, that's incorrect. I want to be in the walking stance, so my back leg has to turn with me, so it should look like this. Right? Your leg has to turn around with you. So keep that in mind. Whichever leg you turn on has to follow your turn.
Cool. Okay. On Master Kenneth, time to
Set.
Poomsae. 준비. 시작. 아로. 슛. Okay.
Thank you.
We're gonna move on to Poomsae 2.
Good. Facing the camera. Chair. Good. Turning around. Say you me. Ready. By my count. Poomsae number 2. Now, block. Third, forward stance punch. So make sure when you go forward here, right, that your punch is going to the body level, below your shoulders, right, in the center. So some people like to punch in line with their shoulders. It has to actually be in line with the center of your body. Okay? Tuck it in a little bit. Now, third, set, net. Da섯. From here, make sure your kick goes to the face level, and so should your punch. Now, third, set, net, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 바로, 쭉. Right. Thank you, man. Very good. Okay, so what I want to emphasize for taking 2 is the difference between landing in walking stance versus landing in forward stance. So when we do a kick, right, when we do front kick specifically, whether we land in walking stance or forward stance, our kick has to be done the same way. So whether I'm going front kick, landing walking stance, or whether I'm doing front kick, landing forward stance, okay, the way I do the kick part is the same. The way I do the landing is not. So there's a very easy way to check whether or not you're doing your front kick properly when you're doing it in walking stance or forward stance landing. So if you do your kick and you fall, that means that you're leaning forward too much, like you're intending to land in a forward stance from the beginning, right? But if you do your kick and you can stay still and then you move forward, then you know that your body is upright. So how do you keep your body upright? So look at my hips and look at my leg. When my kick is here and my hips are on top of my leg, I'm balanced. When my hips are in front, you see I already start to fall. Okay, so don't do your kick from here. Do your kick from here. And then move forward after. So that's something we want to try to see you do. Something do. On your own time. Two. Say to me. On your own time. So you jump. Jump. There we go. Okay, next, let's go to Poomsae number 3. Justin, you good?
Okay, check it out. 경례, 준비. Very good. Samjang. So when you say these, the Korean names for them, can you remember them? Because later on in your higher end belt test, your instructors could pull a fast one and just tell you the Korean, okay? 하나, 둘. So here, the timing, very important, because this is gonna look weird. If you're gonna kick, you need to punch with the first hand at the same time you land with the other one and then follow. Okay? Don't go and then land with the second hand. Okay? So land with the first hand first and then the double comes. Okay? Three, set, now. Knife hand strike to the front over there. So this is going to be a very similar ready stance to middle block. Okay? So hand out, then pull them in. Okay? Three, set, move your back leg to back stance, and really important here, you're going to shift forward with your back stance, okay? Into the big stance. You use that to give you momentum for the backhand punch, okay? Hana! Your front leg moves forward, your back leg has to turn, okay? Turn! Set! Now! Hands up! Just like the start now, turn around all the way using your back leg. Hana! Three. Set. Now. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. 여덟. 바로. And show. Nicely done.
In the mirror, let's get a quick water break and we can come back for something. Tayo, in there.
Never mind. Bye. Come back.
Right, okay, so there's something we have to do before water break. We have to take a pee on our own time. Sorry.
I was trying to tell them. We're going crazy because we miss you guys. Okay. Ta-da!
Sir,
끝내.
all along, guys. We
준비.
didn't water break this yet. Sorry.
시작. 바로. And show.
Now we're going to water break.
See you. Okay.
Let's come back. Okay, we're going to start. It's for tip.
Tip.
And then, okay, so let's go through front kicks. So first of all, right, I want to make sure you guys develop some good habits for front kicks. Number one is posture, right? So everything above your belt, right, meaning your stomach, your back, your head, your hands are all above your belt. They shouldn't be moving when you're doing front kicks. So the moment your hands come up and your knee comes up, your upper body has to stay still while you kick. So a few things we don't want to see you do. Don't force your leg to go higher by swinging your head forward. Don't lean back. Don't lean forward either. Right? Now, if you're standing leg, don't lift up your heel. Don't bend your knee. Okay? So all these things are related to your posture, right? To keep your body upright, you gotta do all that stuff.
Also,
Right.
your arms. Don't do that all the time. Okay? I see that a lot.
And the two main habits we see people do when we do front kicks, people's hands go down or people's hands go up because they're losing their balance. Okay? So how do you keep your hands still? One of two ways. Either use your balance, If you find that your hands are still moving around while you're kicking, you know, right? What you can do, take your hands, put them against your chest, and touch. Okay, maintain contact with your chest, and it'll become harder for your hands to move. So just tuck your hands in, and don't rely on them to balance. Right? So continue. Let's start with front kick and try to keep good posture the whole time. First section will be ha, ha. Let's do 5 right and 5 left by my count. Ready? Ha, ha. 2, ha. Set, ha. Neck, ha. Hustle, ha. Change your legs, ha. Na, ha. 2, ha. Set. Ha! Net! Ha! Hustle! Ha! Okay, very good. Check out your legs. Okay, so now one more thing for you guys to know. Okay, sometimes I see some people do a kick like this. Okay, when you do the kick, I see some people do this. Ha! And there's something wrong with what I'm doing. And I kick like this. So let me show this another way, right? This is related. Some people, right, they have their stance this way. But then when they change your legs, their stance is still like this. There's something wrong with my stance. Can someone in the comments tell me what's wrong with my stance when I switch my legs like this? What about when I kick like this? There's something missing. So what's wrong with having your hands in a position like this for Poomsae or for fighting stance? Does it make sense to have your body twisted like this? Okay, so no one's answering. I'm just going to give you guys the answer. You guys are being bored to do. So what you need to do, right, when you change your stance, your hands also change, right? But here's the thing. When your knee comes up, guess what? Your leg is in front of the other one. Technically, when you raise your knee, you're changing your stance the moment you raise your knee. So, when your knee comes up, your shoulder comes forward, and so do your hands. Your hands go from here to here. The moment your knee comes up, your hands have to change positions. Even if your hands are against your body, right, when your hands come in, the moment my shoulder comes forward, you see one hand becomes in front of the other, right? You're supposed to have one hand in front of the other when you do your kick, and you also have to have your body turn. So don't have your stance like this and go like this. Okay, so make sure your shoulders have to turn and your hand has to go in front. Your computer broke, okay. If you say so. All right, so make sure you guys do that whenever you're kicking. So whenever your hands turn, whenever your body turns, make sure your other hand and your shoulder comes forward. Don't leave your shoulders behind when you kick. All right? So next thing we're going to do, let's go to turning kick. Okay, so for turning kick, make sure after you bring your knee up, you got to do a few things. Number 1, shoulders have to turn. Number 2, knee has to go to the side. Number 3, foot has to come up. All right? So it's turn your body, move your knee, raise your foot until it's parallel to the ground. I want it the same height. Okay, so let's try that together. Right, let's try step by step first. Ready? Knee up 1, turn 2, then kick 3. Ha! Then line forward, step back. Okay, always try to line forward. If you try to line backwards, right, it doesn't always work. So, right, if you can kick properly, fully, and then unturn, for the most part, that's fine. But some of you don't have the balance to do that. So if you kick and land behind, some of you do this. That's a half turn. Okay, so I prefer for you guys to do a full turn, land forward, and step back, than to do a half turn, half, then fall backwards. Okay, so fall forwards for now. Ready? Let's do 5 right, then 5 left. 5 session beat. Ha! Ha! Dude! Ha! Set! Ha! Net! Ha! Hustle! Ha! Change your legs. Ha! Na! Ha! Dude! Ha! Set! Ha! Net! Ha! Hustle! Ha! now, since we're doing turning kick, let's also work on roundhouse. So the major differences between roundhouse and turning kick. Let's see if someone in the comments can tell me, since you guys are testing soon. What's different from this and this? Okay, kicking here and kicking here. What am I doing differently? Come on, guys, give me an answer. I want your audience participation today. If you were in school, participation was worth marks. It's not this time, but I still want you guys to answer. Come on. Tell me. My turn? Okay, well, here's the thing. You're supposed to turn just as much on a turning kick as you do on a roundhouse. So that's not quite true. Okay, body aim versus head aim. I guess, okay, that's true, but it's also kind of obvious. Like, okay, like where you're aiming, sure, yeah, you want to aim higher, yes. That's the point of a roundhouse. But I'm looking for more, details. Like, how do you make it go higher? How do you make your foot go higher? What kind of things do you have to do? There's 3 things I'm looking for. What's it called when I do this? Lean back. Okay? Okay, that's the first thing. Now, second thing is, okay, you have to lift up your kicking leg, right? Your knee and your foot have to come up, okay? Now, there's one last thing. One last very important thing for you to be able to raise your leg that high. Okay? Look at my foot. Look at this foot. Tell me what it's doing. From here to here. What's that called? Pivot. So, how do you turn your turning kick into a roundhouse? So my turning kick position is here, right? What do I have to do? Foot forward, shoulders back, and knee and foot higher, and then hiya! Now I'm kicking over Instructor Justin's head. Okay, so let's try your roundhouse. Everyone find session B. Hey! Okay, show me roundhouse by my count. Ready? Now. Ha! Two. Ha! Set. Ha! Net. Ha! Tussle. Ha! Ready? Change your legs.
Yeah.
Ha! Ha! Two. Ha! Set. Ha! Net. Ha! Tussle. Ha! Good. Shake out your legs. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is get a water break. Turn it. Good job, everybody. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Let's work on our sidekick. What we're gonna do is, let's go through some of the steps. Okay, so for a sidekick position, right, we have to end up with our knee and our foot at the same height, just like turning kick, but instead of in front of us, it has to be beside us before I extend my foot up. So how do I get my foot in that position? After raising my knee, now, on top of all the stuff we did for turning kick, I also have to drive my knee back. So, from 1, 2 is your new turn. Okay, you have to turn until your heel faces forward. So if I was doing this facing the camera, turning kick would be 1 to 2. Side kick would be 1, 2, 2. Okay, so your knee has to go back in. Think about tucking it in tight to your chest. Okay, but all the previous steps still apply. You still have to turn your body. You still have to turn your leg forward so that your knee can tuck in. Okay, so let's practice pivoting. All right, let's do this. Everyone at home, I want you to find a chair. Go get a chair and bring it back. I'll give you 20 seconds, maybe 30 if you're lucky.
Or a big enough brother that you can hold on.
Or find something you can put your hand on so you can balance, okay? Doesn't have to be too big, too small. Just find something that you can balance on, okay? So what we're gonna do is this. You're gonna put your kicking leg behind you. You're gonna raise your knee and you're gonna turn your body at the same time. You're gonna go from 1 to 2 to this position, and you're gonna extend your leg out sideways. Okay, so you're gonna practice side kick going sideways away from camera, okay? So We're gonna do our right leg first. At home, I want you to do your left leg and kick this direction, okay? So, guys, your foot, right? So your kicking leg should be facing this screen. Shouldn't be facing away from the screen. You guys understand? Okay, ready? Let's give this a try. Ready? So raise your leg from 1. Now turn to 2 and make sure that heel goes forward. And then 3. Ha! Yeah! Pull your leg back in, land forward. Okay, let's practice that a few times. Ready? Up 1, turn 2, and kick 3. Ha! Okay? 1, 2, 3. Ha! 1, 2, 3. Ha! 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, check out your legs. I'll put the chair a little bit to the side, and we're going to do sidekick with your right leg 5 times. Then we're going to switch to the left. Ready? Nice action B. Ha! You're going to do the same thing now without the chair. Ready? Knee up 1, turn 2, kick 3. Ha! Again. 1, 2, 3. Ha! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, from here, let's do the whole kick 5 times. Bicep should be ha! Ready? Now try to smooth it out. Go up, turn, and ha! All in one movement without stopping. So make sure you preserve the turn, right? Get into the position before you stick your leg out, right? The most common error we see is people going up and then you do a half turn. Okay? So come up, finish your turn, then kick and move forward. Okay? Don't throw your body forward too early. Ready? 5 times by my count. Right leg side kick. Now, ha! 2, ha! 7, ha! 9, ha! 10, ha! Good, everyone. Let's bring that chair back and turn it around to the other side. Maybe we should do a workout next time for lifting chairs. Okay, anyways, next time. Ready from here? Put your right leg behind you now. Bring it up. Turn. And then extend your leg out and go ha! Ha! And pull it back in. Okay, ready? 1 up. Turn 2. Kick 3. Ha! Again. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, do your best to keep your balance. You already have the chair helping you with that, right? Ready? Up again. 1, 2, 3. Ha! You guys have noticed at the same time as we stick our leg out, I'm throwing my shoulder back so that my foot can go a little higher. If I keep my body completely upright, right, my foot can only go so high because the muscles over here, right, my obliques are in the way. Okay? If your obliques aren't strong, you can't kick as high without leaning back. Okay, obviously you don't want to go all the way down, right? But you can throw your shoulders back a little bit so that your kick can go higher. Okay, same with turning kick and same with side kick. Okay? Okay, we had some questions here. So I've been asked, what's the difference between turning kick and side kick? Okay, so I was explaining a few of them, but I'm gonna re-emphasize a few of them now. First thing first, where your knee goes. Right, if I'm kicking towards the camera, my knee is in front. If I'm kicking for a side kick, right, my knee is beside me. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is what you point at the target. First thing, when you're doing a turning kick, your shin points at the target before you kick forward. Right? For a side kick, your heel faces forward. You push your knee forward straight ahead. All right? So there's a few things right there. Number 1, right, is knee position. Number 2 is what you point at the target before you start your kick. Okay? So turning kick, shin. Side kick, heel, and then push up. Okay? So try to keep those 2 things in mind. Okay, so let's continue with our left leg and do our side kick without the chair. Okay? Work on your balance. Don't fall. Right side should be, left leg behind. I guess at home for you guys would be your right leg now. Okay, ready? Let's go. Up 1, turn 2, kick 3. Ha! 1, 2, 3. Ha! 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, now let's put it all together. Remember, you want to have a smooth motion for your side kick. Let's do left leg side kick 5 times. That should be ha! 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 3! Ha! Set! Ha! Net! Ha! Hustle! Ha! Very good. Check out your legs. Okay, so yeah, remember guys, especially at the beginner's level, the most important kicks you need to know are the front turning and side kick. Okay, there's the fundamentals of what you need to know for Poomsae and for all the later kicks that you're going to learn later. All right, so having a good base will help you when you start doing harder stuff. Okay, so in higher belt levels, you're going to learn stuff like spinning turning kick, boom. But if you can't do a proper turning kick, you have a good spin, but a back kick. Okay, so it's good to develop a good base now, right? And develop good techniques here so that your higher stuff is going to look even better. Okay, so from here, let's get a quick water break and we're going to come back and debrief you for the class. Okay, and then, everybody. You guys, let's see. Okay, so come closer and listen up, guys. First of all, how was your class? Tell me how you enjoyed the class. Right?
It's good for me.
Right, if you enjoyed the class, give me that thumbs up. I see 10 people in here, but I see 7 likes. Oh, drop down to 9. Somebody left. I'm sad. Okay, so if you guys like the class, please do give us a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, please do ask us. We'll answer your comments after. But for now, we're going to end the class here. All right?
Okay.
Facing forward. Chit.
Sir.
And then. I'm sorry now. Good job, guys. We will see you next time.
Hopefully in class.
Yes, I want to see you guys in person.